Hello friends, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Lexie. I'll put my Instagram up above. So I'm gonna start off this vlog. I'm currently in my car, obviously. I'm actually getting ready to walk into the salon. I'm gonna get my hair trimmed, probably get more than a trim. Usually when I go and get my hair cut, I get like a couple of inches off, like a healthy trim. So I'll show you guys what it looks like when I get out, because I know I never wear my hair down, so, which is honestly mainly because it's so flipping humid in Florida. Anytime you wear your hair down, you go outside and it just like instantly like frizzes up. So I'm trying somebody new. So the guy I used to go to, he moved salons, and I honestly have no idea where he went. And it's so funny because funny story, I scheduled this appointment, and I scheduled it online, and the guy texted me, and he was like, hey, could you come a little bit earlier? I'm like, no biggie, no problem. This was a couple days ago. And then he texted me again last night. Like, it was something weird. It was like, I'll be there in a sec, baby, just got done with training, or something like that. I was like, I don't think that was for me. So I just like sent back a couple question marks, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, it was not for you. And so I'm like, oh, what a great first impression. No, but anyways, I'm gonna walk in there, get my hair did. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I get out. All right, all finished. I'm in the bathroom right now, but looks nice and healthy. I got like, I think like 4 inches off, so it's, and we added some layers, so feel much lighter, feels much healthier, which I needed. So yeah, so I am happy with the result. I always get a little worried when they're cutting my hair. I know it's just hair, but I always worry like, what if they cut too much off? But very happy with this. Like I said, it just feels nice, light, and healthy. Thank you. So I'm just walking home from Starbucks, did a little work there, and I redeemed my free Starbucks drink, so I accumulated enough rewards to just get a free drink. And so I loaded this bad boy up because you can get absolutely anything. The drink could be like $10 and you get it for free when you have enough points. So this was like, I think like $7.50. So that's expensive for a coffee if you ask me, but it was free because I used my rewards. Here's what I got. And I just have to say, you guys, I'm not trying to be picky because it was free, of course, and who doesn't love free, but I've just been very underwhelmed with Starbucks coffee recently. I don't know, if just the taste is just not it for me anymore. I just really love going to like little mom and pop coffee shops. So I have to just give you guys a little review. So if you watched my last video, you saw that I did a little review for the Only Bean, that is an edamame brand. So they sent me a nice little care package, and I got like 5 or 6 bags of their edamame, so all different flavors. And I have to be very honest, I don't like wasabi. I never have. I love sushi, but like I've never loved wasabi. It's just got a weird taste in my opinion. But so as you can imagine, with this being wasabi flavor, I was a little skeptical to try this flavor, but it's empty, and that is because clearly I loved it. I was very surprised by this flavor, and the macros are as follows. So 7 fat, 8 carb, and 13 protein, and 5 grams of fiber, and 210 potassium. So I love the Only Bean as a snack. I do have a discount code for them, so I'll put it below, but this is just a great snack too to travel with, or like, you know, even if you're on the go. But just wanted to do a little review of this flavor because I was very pleasantly surprised. Good morning, friends. It is the next morning. It is a Sunday. I didn't really film yesterday much at all, besides my haircut. But so anyways, picking this vlog up on a Sunday. So Sunday is kind of the start of like my week. For example, so I start my training week today. I always start the week with legs. So Sundays I train legs, and I also work on Sundays. It's kind of like the start of my work week. So I do have some check-ins. I typically take some calls on Sundays. So yeah, so I'll show you guys a little bit of like what my day entails, because I sometimes get asked for, sometimes I get asked from people to show like a day in the life. And honestly, like work days, you guys would probably be pretty bored if you just like, if I vlogged a day in the life of my work days, because a lot of my days are spent on my computer, updating client programs, plans, on the phone with current clients, new clients, doing client check-in videos. So I do a lot of work at my computer. So yeah, so today I've got a couple of suit consults to help a few girls pick out their suits. I have calls with both of my girls who competed yesterday. I had 2 athletes that got on stage yesterday, so I have a call with them today. And I like talking with my girls usually the day after show day, just to hear how the day went if I wasn't there in person, and also to make sure we have a clear and concise plan moving forward, whether they're doing another show afterwards or going into the reverse diet. So that, and then I've got check-ins today, and let's see what else. Got a program I need to get out, so yeah. Oh, and I need to upload the Pro Physique podcast for tomorrow, because we upload an episode every Monday. So anyways, yes, welcome to Sunday's vlog, and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm still breathy, still out of breath. Just finished 30 minutes of cardio on my Peloton bike. Oh, that really took a lot out of me. I haven't been doing my Peloton as much as normal. I usually do it right now, 2 to 3 times a week. I have 6 sessions of cardio, but it's just been a little bit too high impact for me. Like last week, I felt my legs were just super heavy when doing it, and that's not really what I'm trying to get out of cardio. I'm trying to get more of get my heart rate up, not really tax my legs. But I did take a rest day yesterday, so hopped on there today, and whew, as you guys can tell, I am out of breath after those 30 minutes, but it feels good. So I just walked over to the store to get a drink, and I got this Ghost Blue Raz hydration drink. So I'm gonna try it for you guys on camera. Never tried this flavor before, but we'll see what I think. Okay, so this is the third one I've tried from Ghost. So the third hydration drink I've tried from them. I've tried the strawberry kiwi, the red berry, and then this is blue raz. And I have to say, I think the red berry has been my favorite. This is good. I don't know, let me try another sip. I don't know, it's good. There's something to it. It's I don't know. I'm gonna drink it. I like it, obviously, but it's got a weird, I don't know, a weird aftertaste, or I don't know. It's got a weird kind of kick to it. No, it's good. Like I said, it's sweet. But I don't know. Probably wouldn't buy this flavor again. But I was curious. So far, out of the 3 I've tried, I think the red berry flavor has been my favorite so far. So now, don't mind the awkward pause on my face right here. I am just editing the Pro Physique Code podcast for tomorrow. Not really editing it, but just putting it together to upload and schedule that for tomorrow morning. So I do all the uploading for all of our podcasts. So every Monday you hear from Paul, Evan, and I on a prep topic, and this week we're talking all about awful meal plans. So stay tuned for this one. It's about an hour long of us going through horrendous meal plans that some people sent us on Instagram, of things that they got from their coach, which it's honestly really sad sometimes to see these meal plans that people are being given. They're just meal plans that are just downright dangerous at the end of the day. And so this was a fun episode. So I'm getting that ready to upload, so it is ready to go tomorrow. So I do these video check-ins for all my clients. I thought I'd show you guys what I was up to right now. So whenever I get a client check-in, I obviously take some good time to look through the check-in, analyze it, and then what I do is I do these video responses. So it pulls up this, and then I click start, and it normally shows my face. Oh, yep, so there I am. There I'm in the background. But that's how I do my client check-in responses. And as you can see, my videos, I mean, I'm not it's not just a mere hey, here's your macros, here's your cardio, have a good week. I definitely talk in these. Hopefully my clients don't hate me for that, but generally they tell me they like the longer videos, but I do like to try to be very thorough and detailed. So anyways, that's why I said earlier, I sit and I talk to my computer a lot. A lot of my time is spent at my computer, and if you guys look at that number up there, I have recorded a total of 11, almost 12,000 videos on this platform. Now, granted, it hasn't all just been client check-in videos. I've used this platform for other things too, but that's a lot of videos. I've been using this platform for probably 5 years now, so it has been a while. All right, friends, little random clip of the video, but somebody recently told me that they liked my food hacks. So I am going to include 2 things in this video and in this video clip to tell you guys something I've been doing with food recently. So I don't know if you would consider this a hack or not, but it's just a way to flavor your food. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't really like eating my food dry. And what I mean by that is if I'm gonna have chicken or I'm gonna have turkey, right? I don't like just eating it dry. I have to have a condiment of some sort, or just something that like, just something to help it go down easier. So voila, refried beans, that is where these come in handy. So first off, check out the macros. We've got 17 grams of carbs per serving, but 7 grams of fiber per serving, and 300 milligrams of potassium. So really, really good. And honestly, you don't even need to have a serving all at once, but what I do is I like to use refried beans like on like my veggies or on my chicken as a means to just like flavor it a little bit more, so I don't have to eat them dry. So that's hack number one for you. Second thing is going to be, I've talked about this before and it's kind of hard to see, but this is nutritional yeast. I got it at the bulk section at Sprouts, hence why it's in this like plastic bag. But you can order nutritional yeast on Amazon. You can get it at any grocery store. Sometimes it's in different places, every grocery store, but literally every grocery store has it. So just ask if you can't find it. But nutritional yeast it's got kind of a weird name. I feel like yeast is just like a weird name. It doesn't sound appealing when you put it that way, but basically it kind of tastes like a nutty cheese. So I add this on top of eggs. I've actually been adding it on top of vegetables recently. It's really good that way. And I add it on top of chicken. So basically it kind of gives whatever you're seasoning it with like a cheesy taste, right? Now, the cool thing about this is it does have calories, not a ton, but I want to say it has like 30 calories per tablespoon. But it is very rich in fiber and B vitamins. So it's a great way to get your B vitamins, also get some extra fiber in your diet while also flavoring your food. All right, I'm currently walking to the gym right now, cutting through a parking garage. It's gorgeous out today in Florida. I mean, it's hot, don't get me wrong, but I've got like a little less than half a mile walk to the gym, so it's the perfect warm up. And then I've got legs on the agenda today, so feeling pretty good, well rested after a rest day, so excited to get after it. So I'm doing a quick little voiceover from these workout clips. I did not get a full video of my whole workout, but just a couple clips here. So starting my workout with some hip mobility and hip opening exercises, so that way I can get my glutes to fire a little bit better. Hip mobility has been a game changer for me. So this is my favorite hip thrust machine. I put 3 45s on each side for my working sets. So I got 2 different clips here. So this is the first clip, and when I recorded this, I watched it back afterwards and I told myself, I was like, all right, Lexie, you got more in the tank. That looked way too easy. So I like to film myself every once in a while, even if I'm not filming for YouTube, but just filming myself to call myself out if I feel like I could be pushing harder. And when I rewatched this video, I was like, all right, I gotta redeem myself. I thought I had an extra rep in the tank here. So you can see I lock the bar back in. And I do have to be kind of careful because I have to be able to like lift the weight back up to lock it in, right? So I can't necessarily go to failure here unless I want to be stuck with the weight on my pelvis. So this was take 2. I ended up getting an extra rep. I think I like closed my eyes for the majority of the time here because sometimes that just really helps me to push through, but I ended up getting an extra rep. You can see I didn't stop here. I went for 1 more. It was tough. So I had to lock it in, and then I successfully ended the set. So that was my last working set. And then I did get 1 more clip of this right here. So this is this was my last exercise, and this was just a great way to burn out the glutes. So I call these reverse frog pumps using the Smith machine. It is a bit of an awkward setup. It takes a little bit of trial and error to set it up, but when you can set it up properly and perform it properly, it doesn't take much weight for you to really isolate those glutes and feel a good burn in the glutes, and the glutes only, not the hamstrings or the quads. Okay, hi friends. So I survived leg day. I had a really good glute day. Glute days after a rest day just hit so differently, like in the best way possible. And I love training glutes on Sundays. I love starting my training week on a Sunday because honestly, I usually go a little bit later in the day after I've finished the majority of my work, and it's always pretty dead on like a Sunday afternoon, which I would expect that. But anyways, so I wanted to touch on 2 things. So I put a question box on my story the other day, which I'm gonna start doing that more frequently. I got somebody asked if I could do that more frequently, and I was like, you know what? Yes, I will. I don't do those often enough, but there was one question in particular I want to answer right now because I thought it was a very good, like, thought-provoking question. So shout out to Bob. He is the one who asked me this on my Instagram. If he's watching, I think he probably is, or he will at some point. And he asked me, like, what is my biggest challenge right now in life? And I, you know, I really thought about this question because I'm a really big kind of glass half full type of gal, but I think we all have our challenges to some degree. And you know, there's different challenges I have in my, you know, my personal, like, family life that I don't really need to go into depth with here. Nothing bad by any means, but sometimes just some different thoughts I have, or different fears of things in the future. But you know, that kind of goes along with like you know, with what I'm about to say here. And what I would say is like my biggest challenge in life, or right now, is I feel like I'm definitely somebody who I tend to, there's certain points, obviously some days this hits me harder than others, but some days where I worry a little too much about like the future. And it's, you know, and I don't know why. I think we can all probably agree to worrying about this from time to time, like stressing about the future, like where are we going to be, and you know, not just 1 year, but like 5 years from now. I think that's where my mind more so goes, and it has been recently. And I don't know, and so why I want to bring this up is I'm sure other people struggle with this too, about worrying about, you know, what's to come in the future. And again, like for me personally, it's not necessarily worrying about like a month from now. For me, it's more of like, I guess most recently, maybe it's just where I'm at in life, worrying about like, okay, where am I going to be in 5 years? Where am I going to be in 10 years? And so I pulled this quote up because I'm going to put it up above too. So there's a quote that I really, really love, and that's kind of helped me through this, you know, this challenge of sometimes stressing a little bit too much about like the future. And the quote reads, "No amount of regret can change the past. No amount of anxiety can change the future. Any amount of gratitude will change the present." And I really love like that key part in the middle. No amount of anxiety can change the future, because when you really sit there and you think about it, it's so true, right? Like we stress ourselves out. We get so anxious about certain things that, you know, are in the future, but really like no amount of stress or anxiety is gonna change the outcome, right? The outcome is gonna be the outcome regardless. And so like this is a quote, I'm, you know, it's my screensaver. I really live by it right now, because something I'm just working on is not being so worried or hyper fixated on what's gonna happen in the future, and just more so leaning into the present and focusing on enjoying where I'm at right now, and just trusting that, you know, I'll be where I need to be in 5 years from now. Like, not to stress about it now, because so much can change, you know, until then. So anyways, not to get like all sappy, but that's my answer to that. And the second thing I wanted to say, like totally to pivot topics, is I just ordered my suit for the Angel Competition Bikinis fashion show at the Olympia. So I am actually going to be walking in the fashion show. I don't think I've said that yet. So Angel Competition Bikinis, for those of you that don't know, is my suit sponsor. I also work very part-time for them as a suit stylist, and I have for like 1.5 years, 2 years now. So I just designed my suit that I'm going to be wearing at the Olympia at the fashion show. And let me just give you guys a hint. It's not red. So I designed a new suit, and if I like it, I'm gonna wear it on stage next year when I compete. So I did do a velvet suit, so it is velvet. I'll give you guys that hint. So it's velvet and it's not red. I'm gonna leave you guys with that. So anyways, okay, so I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little hodgepodge vlog style video, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next video.